So this last book, we've got something to discuss with this book. I got an email from them saying, hey, we got your book in. Congratulations, it graded as a 9.4. However, that's not what I ordered. What's going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to another episode of Comics Rediscovered. Today I have an unboxing from Captcan Comics. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Captcan Comics. They have a CGC guaranteed 9.8 service that you can get on any new books coming out, so we've got an unboxing. Okay, so there's a few books here that I submitted as part of their CGC 9.8 guaranteed option. It's right on their website for any books, any new release books that are coming out. As long as you get it as a pre-order, you can select the option for a CGC 9.8 guarantee. You're getting a slab back. The cost is pretty reasonable. When I got these books, the cost was just under $50 Canadian. So $5, $6 for the book, plus the $50 for the grading. That's not bad. You know, getting a 9.8 slab for under $60 Canadian is a pretty solid deal. I ordered some other stuff, but before we get into it, I have to say, the way they package this box is fantastic. So this is open. What they've done here is they attach the slabs to the back side of this board. So they're nice and safe. They are all wrapped. They're all wrapped up. We'll get to those after. I'm going to quickly just go through what else was in this box. I have compendium number 1. This is compendium number 2 out of 4, I believe. This is a used copy, I think. Oh, no, it's a brand new copy. It was really cheap. It was like $30. And I think the price on these is $60 US. So $30 Canadian. They must have been having to blow it. So compendium 2. They'll do something like a hold box. So a lot of the stuff was in a hold box, and then I just shipped it once everything came in. Beta Ray Bill. I believe this is the Stegman cover. Awesome Beta Ray Bill cover. I'm glad Beta Ray Bill is getting some love again. Free Comic Book Day. Spider-Man Venom. Black Cal Exit. I don't know anything about this book, so I'm actually going to give this one a read. And they also threw in the Avengers. Then we've got Radiant Black number 2. This is one of the variant editions. Fantastic Four Life Story number 1. This is the ratio variant. It's 1 in 25 or 1 in 50. I can't remember. They've done kind of a raw grade for me as near mint minus. I picked up all the variants for this series from my local shop, but they didn't get enough in for the ratio. So I was able to pick it up from Captcan Comics. That's awesome, and comes in a Mylar. So that looks wicked. I've also got Heroes Reborn, I think. This is the Mephisto trading card variant. Also got the Firepower issue 11 variant. This is for Asian Pacific Heritage Month. That's a nice cover. Firepower is a great series. If you haven't read it, check it out. I've also done a review of Firepower, so check that out if you're interested in the series. I talk all about it. And then we've got one stack left before we get to the CGC books. Okay, so this last stack is, I believe, mostly spec books for me, sort of. So, Noctera 1, this is the Greg Capullo variant. Noctera number 1, the Jock variant. Both of these were, they're in great shape. They're pretty minty. And they were both like $4 or something. Of course, Free Comic Book Day, House of Slaughter. This one, they actually had to put up a post because people were buying multiples and they had said 1 per customer. So anybody that tried to trick their system by putting together 2 or 3 orders, they basically cut them off and said no books at all, which I thought was great for catching those people. And then we've got Nice House on the Lake. Book 1, this is the second printing, I believe. I now have 1, 2, and 3, and I've got a couple of the variants. This is a great series. Fantastic. And then number 3, this is it's the variant. I don't remember which variant it is. but fantastic variant cover. So there we go. There's the raw books. Now let's get to the CGC. Okay, so first up is issue 12 of one of my favorite new series. For issue 12, they did a bunch of variant covers celebrating their first year. And this is my favorite of the covers. This is Firepower 12, the Mindy Lee variant. That is a wicked cover. I love that. That's so dope. Of course, 9.8. Guaranteed 9.8. Next up, another book that was guaranteed to be a pretty hot book after the success with Spider-Man. It is the Gleason Black Panther. This is Black Panther 25, part of Marvel's Stormbreakers. And this was considered the Fine Art Edition. That's an awesome cover. Of course, 9.8. There's even a raw copy thrown in. I don't recall if I ordered this raw copy or if they've thrown it in for me because there's an issue with the next book, which I'll discuss. But so far, 9.8, 9.8. And both books look fantastic. They look great. And of course, they ship in the sleeve as well. Okay, so my battery died as I was doing this last book, so let's try this again. The final book here is the one that we've got to talk about in regards to the guaranteed 9.8, and we'll get into that. But first off, it is the Marvels #1, the Alex Ross cover. I love the original Marvel series, the Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross series, and Marvel's X was good. So, of course, I had to get the Marvels, and I wanted this in a 9.8, but it's 9.4. So it's clearly not a 9.8. When they unveiled their guaranteed 9.8 service, there was a bit of an issue with the website, and I added this book and the Black Panther book to my cart, and it wouldn't let me check out with the guaranteed 9.8 option. So I emailed them, and they said, yeah, put it through, add a CGC grading to it, and they'll handle it as a guaranteed 9.8. They'll put a note on the account. And then there was some miscommunication between the person handling the emails and the person that actually grabs the books to send them in. So this came back in 9.4, and when I pointed out that it was supposed to be a guaranteed 9.8, I mean, there's not much they can do. Once the book's graded, it's graded. Because of the turnaround times at CGC, by the time this came back, they didn't have any more Marvels left. So they said there's not much they can do about that, but they would, wipe the book from my bill. So, no charge, right? They took away the $50 charge, but they still sent me the book. They said they would still send the book. So, it's not a 9.8, and I was a little bit disappointed, but it is a free slab of the Marvels with that dope Alex Ross artwork. So, I can't complain. So, overall, guaranteed 9.8 service. For sure, that is dope. This is even more dope. This is one of my favorite covers of any book of the year. Like, I love that cover. Firepower is a great series. That's a great cover. For the cost, when these books were $50, right? You can't go wrong. $50 slab for something that looks nice on the wall, something that's 9.8, especially if it's something like the Gleason stuff that was blowing up. Couldn't go wrong. Price has gone up because CGC raised their prices in the interim. So I believe it's now $70 Canadian. So I wouldn't slab every book, but for a major release or a book that you like, maybe something that you're speccing on that you're hoping goes crazy, that $70 charge to get a guaranteed 9.8 isn't bad, right? You're getting that book in perfect condition. So I'd say check it out. Right? I'd say check it out. Check out Captcan Comics. They do have app on Google Play and Apple. I don't know about the shipping to the US, what that situation is like, but if you're here in Canada and you want a guaranteed 9.8, I really haven't seen this many other places. For any book, basically any book that's a pre-sale, you can get this. I know a lot of sites do certain books, they offer in a CGC or they offer in a signature series, but literally the Marvels, Black Panther, these were books that I picked up raw from them and selected the guaranteed 9.8 option. Same with Firepower 12, right? This was not available anywhere else where I could guarantee they'd get me a 9.8 for this cover. Even from Skybound. Skybound did their own issue 12 guaranteed 9.8. This one was a book raw that I then selected for them to send in and get me a 9.8. So guaranteed 9.8, you can't be mad at it. Check it out. Leave a comment below. Let me know, what do you think? Did they do the right thing? Obviously, they can't get me a 9.8. Sending me the 9.4 for free, I think, is a pretty fair deal. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Like the video if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along. I'm still doing my comprehensive comparison of CGC, CBCS, and PGX. There's a few more of those videos coming comparing the various aspects. The next few will be the submission process and pricing. That one's coming out right after this video. And then we will do turnaround times and customer service, and then grading, and then the cases. So stick around, a few videos for that. I will see you in the next video.